After 13 hours of sailing along this sea from Sumatra, I'm about to dock into Batam. It's been a good sailing route. It's been smooth. It's been very quiet. I'm the only Westerner on board. Nobody speaks English. And it's been eventful. But I'm going to go down now, get my bags, and for this video we're going to show you me getting off this boat, trying to find accommodation and see what the Batam is like. So you saw in the previous video that there's not a lot to this boat. There's that floor we've just been on, and then you come down. That's where I slept last night. And it was not too bad. They had karaoke through that end. Upstairs where I've just been, they had the China-Indonesian international football match, which had all the guys watching until they lost power Wi-Fi after about 20 minutes before the end of the match. So a lot of upset people. But yeah, it's been a quiet night, and I'm looking forward to getting off to finding a hotel, because obviously I slept on the floor last night. The night before I slept on a bus to get down to the ferry port. That was a 21-hour bus ride. So I'm looking forward to getting a hotel. Sleeping on a bed for a change. Anybody seems to be sitting around, but there's people getting up already. And the only reason I'm knowing that we've docked is because people coming on change doing a taxi. There's a taxi driver coming on. So we must be loud up. Maybe we just don't know how to get off. There's lots of people getting off. Where do I go? Okay, follow these. How does he go? All these vehicles coming off. Get some people start moving. Right. So there's about 10 taxi drivers must have rushed on as soon as we got. So I'm not getting knocked over by this car. And I'm back on dry land. Yay! Welcome to Batam. So I tried to do some research last night on where to go, hotels, everything. Unfortunately, we lost any signal about an hour after we left port, and we only had it in the last hour. And because I had a really bad night's sleep, I couldn't be bothered. Let's goodbye to that ship. Ferry. The next one will be in about 2 days' time when I leave this island to go to Singapore, which will be a lot shorter. So we've landed on the south of the island. I need to find a taxi to take me to the north. That's where all the hotels, the nightlife and all the craziness is. So I am going to book a Grab taxi off the app, and hopefully it's not too expensive, Now if I'm going from Sinatra to here, I'm assuming that we don't do customs. It's fun. Tropical island. The weather's not really that good. Oh yeah. Very cloudy, very dark, but it is rainy season. Am I just following everybody else? Where is exit? I'm sorry. Where the sign says exit. So yeah, sleeping on the floor in the ferry was not the most comfortable. Where I was sleeping was not too far away from the toilets, which meant you had people open the door, clip-clopping in their flip-flops all over the place. And then at 4:30 this morning, there was court prayers. And it was on the loudspeaker all over the ferry. Very loud. Oh, is this it? Right, let's see if I can order a Grab taxi. So the Grab taxis are not allowed to come down here, so we've got to go out that way. I think. Or maybe that way. Follow them. So it is about 12 kilometers away. The prices come up for just under 100,000. Works out about £5, which ain't too bad, and that is to wait for it. Starbucks. It is 8:20 in the morning, and any hotel that I go to, there are no hostels around here.
Mr. and YouTube.
Mr. YouTube, that's
YouTube,
right.
yeah?
You want to say hello?
Okay.
Say hello. There you go.
Hello.
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 But no hotels will be open or check-in until about 2 o'clock. So it's going to be
Mr.
Starbucks.
My name is.
What is your name?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, my name?
Yeah. My name is.
I don't think he realised I was recording. It was just after my YouTube name. I met them two guys. We got on the ferry together. Very limited English, but you can find out what my name is, which is his way of saying what's your YouTube name. Lesson. Oh, it's a bit of a hill. So yeah, so I'm going to go down to Starbucks, grab coffee, something to eat, even though it's a little bit expensive. The only food I had on the ferry was pot noodles.
What?
No, you're okay. Before getting there, all I've had is chicken and rice over the last few days. This looks like the main road, so I'm going to order a taxi from here. Right, I'm now in Starbucks. There's my coffee and my thing inside. I've come outside because as soon as I got inside that taxi, the heavens opened up, and oh my god, it's torrential rain. Well, it's torrential from what I've been used to over the last couple of months. Even the taxi driver went, "Oh, this looks bad." So I am planning on being here drinking coffee until this goes away. As I said, I can't check into any hotel till midday, 2 o'clock at the earliest. So it's now 9 o'clock, and I would have filmed in the taxi itself. And the taxi driver, she was so lovely. But it's the first time I've spoken English in the last 3 or 4 days. So it's just nice to put the camera away and have a conversation, which is really good. She's given me some tips of things to see when it's not raining. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy myself here, use the Wi-Fi, eat my food, drink my coffee, then try and work out where I'm going to be staying. After 2 coffees and an hour and a half wait for the rain to go, it's time for me to head off. Now, I have had 2 days of non-stop travelling. I am physically and mentally shattered. And I've decided, because of the bad weather and there is more rain coming, I want to see the rest of the day off. I need it. I know if I do any exploring this afternoon, I won't have the heart to do it. So I've been online and I have found not a hotel, I found an apartment which is just within my budget of £15 a night, and I'm looking for 2 nights, and that chance is for me to go in, relax, do nothing, not even YouTube. So I have booked a Grab taxi and hopefully it'll be here soon, and let's go and see where I'm staying. See, at the moment I'm a little bit confused because the taxi driver's just dropped me off here, and this is Alexandra residence. This looks very expensive, so I've just been in and said, I showed them my booking and just went, is this place? Oh yes, yes it is. Have you got your PIN code? No, I haven't. So I've just texted the girl to say, look, I've arrived early. Can I go in? Of course you can. Here's all the information you need. And I've not even seen it yet, and I'm so excited. But I'm just coming around the shop because I thought I'd come grab loads of stuff just to chill out in the room for the next few hours. So, yeah. Mind you, it's not open. Oh, that's handy. Oh well, might as well just go in the room. Let's get excited together. Okay. Thank you. I'm from England. Yes. Right, follow you. So it says 411, unit number 9. Unit number 9 is this way. Oh my god. I mean, this is not a hotel. Number 9. There's a code for the door. Oh my god, it's a kitchen. Wow. 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 I've got a balcony. I've got a wardrobe and a proper shower. Me. This. Oh, I think this is really late. I like the cooker. And a fridge. Wow. I just destroyed it. Yeah, I'm not going to use that. Wowzers. This is a bit of alright. The balcony is a nice added touch. There was a lot cheaper hotels around here. but they all look really, really bad. And there's a view of Batam City. Now coming down here on the Grab taxi, it just felt like the rest of Indonesia. It didn't feel like a holiday destination. This is meant to be a place where people from Singapore come across for a cheap weekend. So I'm not too sure about if I'm going to enjoy this place or not, but we'll see tomorrow after I've rested and chilled and relaxed and caught up with all my Netflix. But if you've enjoyed this little journey from the ferry station to this amazing little apartment, then all you have to do is press that like button. If you want to see what the rest of Batam is like and see if I manage to open that fridge, then subscribe and press that button in the corner. But until the next time, bye bye for now.